Okay, so Caleb took me over to the boys and he said, "This is the dance." And looked at Jason. He said, "This is a dance. She's here to dance." And I was like, "Caleb, no, you don't have to do that. Oh my God, no, don't do that. Oh my gosh." And I was like, "Oh my gosh," so embarrassed. And he goes, "And just so you know, whoever licks her, sticks her." And I was like, mortified. I was like, oh my God, what is he doing right now? Why would he say that to these guys? Like, what exactly do you mean by that? Like, I don't want to know. It sounds like gross and it sounds like you have to kiss my butt or something. And I'm just like, what is that supposed to mean? And I couldn't even like say anything because he grabbed me and pushed me over to Jason and he told Jason, "Okay, you need to dance with her." And Jason was like, "Oh my God," like kind of freaking out, like, what's going on right now? And so Jason literally came over and like had to dance with me. It was so funny because Jason like just stood there. He stood there like a Shrek. You know what I mean? He's like a big dude. And like he just kind of stood there and looked at me and I was like, "You don't have to do this. It's okay. You don't have to." And he was kind of like, "Well, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world," kind of deal. And I'm like, "Do you know how to dance?" You know? And he's like, "I don't have a clue." And I'm like, "Oh God." So we like, did the whole like right, left, like basic, dancing. And I'm like, oh my God. I think we danced maybe one or two songs and that was it. And like, that was the end of prom. But I was like so mad at Caleb for doing that. And I'm like, why in the world would he do that? Like, he had no business doing that. Like, I wasn't mad at him because he couldn't, his mom was like that. And, I understood, I wasn't pushing it. I mean, I was just kind of being cheeky. And he didn't get my humor, I guess. So anyway, that led to another situation. So I was very kind of rattled that night. I was ready to go home. I really truly wanted to like call my parents and just be like, can you come pick me up? Because like it was not a fun experience. I was over it. And, as a female, as a girl, teenage girl, growing up on a farm, like to wear a dress was a big deal. We wore dresses to church a lot. Maybe not every Sunday, but I had like one dress in my closet and like it was for church and it was for special occasions. So to get dressed up, to be asked to go to prom and to get dressed up was a big deal. I mean, like I wore a full face of makeup. I curled my hair a special way. Like, it's just like, for me, I felt like it was a privilege to be asked. And I felt honored to be asked. And I felt like, it's going to be so much fun. It's almost like being able to be a princess for a day or a night. You know what I mean? It's just prom is supposed to be to honor the seniors, and so I didn't want to like disrespect any of the seniors by being like a stupid or immature, sophomore or whatever. So I was just kind of honored to be asked, but then to get there and just basically be ditched and treated like crap, like no, no, that's not okay. Not okay at all. And I looked great. I felt great in my dress and the way I looked. And that experience at Benton Central, they just really know how to, crush a female's spirit and crush females' hopes and dreams and femininity in general.